What's up, everyone? I'm actually heading to Holy Hour right now to pray and to get rejuvenated. Um, it's been a minute, but there's something, I have a little, thing I wanted to talk about later on, but for now, it's super nice outside, but I'll kind of show you a little bit of the rest of the day and, another typical day at seminary. But anyway, let's get prayed up. It's an absolutely beautiful day out here. Not extremely humid and hot for once. So one of my favorite things, at least out here to chill, is hanging out on the old hammock. It's like an Amazon, I'm too cheap to pay for the real thing because it's so expensive. So, there we go. Super chill. Got this book. Decent view. So yeah, this is one of the things I like to do, just to relax outside because it's so nice and sunny out here. But anyway, what's up, everyone? Been a little bit. We were on another trip for like 10 days, so it was a great trip. There was a lot of good stuff. But yeah, I wanted to make a video, more recently about a certain topic, but I don't know. I just tried to start making it a couple times, and I just didn't have like the inspiration for it, and I could tell it just like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know why. I just don't feel right making this. So I had come to the conclusion through the help of some people that I should like, you know, definitely be making some videos about just my experiences and maybe like, more reality of how things are here. Um, you know, because obviously like I want to help people out with their faith and, you know, help people learn about things and just get to know God better, but also too I just kind of, I want to be able to do that through just my own daily experiences and just to show people kind of, the realities of living the Christian life. So yeah, I mean the trip, we went to Orlando first for a Theology of the Body little seminar, which was good. If anyone doesn't know what Theology of the Body is, I would highly recommend you check it out because I mean it's like an amazing lens to see the world through. It makes a lot of things make sense about our humanity, sexuality, just honestly like who we are as people, as men and women in this world, and our purpose, and it just explains a lot about just really at the core of who we are as men and women. So there's a lot of books out there. There's a lot of books for beginners on it. Um, like me, I mean, some of my classmates are pros, but I would suggest, that finding a book for, like an intro book on it, which there's a lot of, Christopher West is a huge guy on that. So I would, I would definitely recommend that, just to help you grow in your faith and knowledge of God and who you are. So that was good. We had a day at Universal Studios. We like lucked out and had some connection at Universal, and we got like a gold pass, and we're able to get in for free and skip the lines for every ride. It was incredible. That was so much fun. So that was cool. And then we went to Tallahassee. We met with some, state legislators. This awesome state senator for Florida, Aaron Gall. He's like a super big pro-life warrior. Um, yeah, and she really lives her cause in her calling, even though it's a tough one. We got a tour of the Capitol, and then we went to a mass for the closing of the cause of the Florida martyrs. Um, there were, a bunch of martyrs uh, early on in the history of Florida. Um, from the Spanish settlements and different Native American groups. They were martyred because of their Catholic faith, and the the state of Florida has been trying to get that cause sent to the Vatican to canonize those martyrs. So that was a cool thing to be at. And then we went to St. Augustine, to to the shrine of Our Lady of La Leche, which is really nice. It's a beautiful place. So if anyone's down there, I'd recommend going to there. And St. Augustine was just a really cool city. Um, but yeah, anyway, the first part of that trip, I felt like I was a little bit, I don't know, I struggled a little bit, just you know, mentally and spiritually. Um, yeah, I mean, not, obviously following God is awesome. It's way better than like just doing our lives our own way and like being our own gods and yeah, and just ignoring God. Like it's way better than all that. But there are difficult days. There are struggles at times. Um, you know, so I guess a lot of media out there is all just positive, positive, positive. But in the past couple days when trying to make a video, I was just like, I don't know, I just don't feel. I just didn't, I wasn't feeling it, and I was like, you know what? One of my friends kind of helped me to like, oh, maybe you should kind of just like again just be honest about again your daily experiences. Like not everything's perfect, but um the last week of that trip was actually really good because I kind of had just like big surrendering to God, which I have to do often because I'm just I tend to try and gain back control of things, which is one of my weaknesses. But yeah, I just kind of surrendered to God and tried to just live day by day, and I had a lot of joy and peace, and really, really felt close to God during that last week of the trip, which was really great. Um, Getting back to seminary again was a little tough. Um, I miss. I mean, there's a lot of things I miss from back home. Like you can see this legend up here, my pup Ringo, who is like bundle of joy. He's like so awesome. And uh, before seminary, I was with him every day. I took him to work. I, I love black labs, and he's such a joy. And you know, I love spending time with him. So I mean, that's hard. Missing things like that. There's definitely some loved ones at home who I miss dearly, and love dearly that I'm not able to be with or talk with as much. Um, and sometimes that can kind of dampen your spirits here. Um, and that kind of made me think like again, like God asks us, Jesus asks us to follow him. He never said it's going to be always you know smiles and laughter and joy and all the time. But he what he promises is that he will provide us the grace to persevere through all times, and the grace to last through all seasons. So um yeah, I mean, kind of what I've loved so much being here is the time for prayer. It's allowed me to really grow closer to God and to really seek him out when I have those aches, those heartaches, those moments of loneliness, those pains, those sufferings. Whenever that happens, it's allowed me to seek God and to seek him in prayer rather than kind of distracting myself with things that are just that are that really won't allow me to get to the bottom of things, or you know it won't allow me to feel that stuff. Like you can just go watch Netflix or play a video game, or like do anything, just be on your phone, just distract yourself from the happenings of your life. But yeah, prayer has been great. But a lot of my prayer has been awesome. Like it's God has really comforted me in prayer, and it's really like shown me and like given me his love through prayer. I felt really consoled, and I felt God's love, and really him like filling the holes in my heart. But sometimes it's like sometimes prayer, you just you're there, you're just kind of crying out to God and letting him know your struggles. And not every time are do you just feel amazing or great. But the importance through that is continuing to do that, because um again, like, a lot of times our faith is grown throughout hard times and through struggles. So um yeah, I mean, just really persevering through those times and sticking with prayer. Because again, if you only go to something when it's easy or fun or joyful or happy, like you're not going to show up in the hard times, in the times where it's really needed the most. And that can be with anything in life. It can be with family life, marriage, friendships. Like, we're there to sacrifice and to be there in all seasons. So um, especially in the relationship that's most important in your life, which is with God, showing up and being there even when it's difficult. Yeah, I mean, that's when your faith is grown, when it's tested, but when you grow closest to God, and the real growth in your spiritual and personal life that happens. Um, so yeah, I just kind of wanted to, talk about that a little bit. But if anyone's, you know, not every day is amazing. If you're having a tough day, just hit some prayer. Know that it will bring fruits, whether it's today or the next day or next week. But growing your relationship with God and throughout all seasons and throughout all times is what we're called to do. um, and of course always seeking out his will. um, even if whatever it is, even if it's scary or joyful, or you're worried about it. But um, anyway, yeah. So hope everyone's doing good. Love you guys. Just got done with spiritual direction, which was awesome as always. Yeah, I mean, it really helps me to just like figure out what's going on inside. And the spiritual directors are always awesome. So anyway, probably gonna go try and play the guitar or something. We'll see. All right, so I've just been like practicing chords. um yeah, I mean, I started like a month ago, and I haven't there's been a lot of days I missed, but essentially I'm just working on chords and getting the fingering down, getting my fingers stronger, that sort of stuff. This is gonna take a while to learn, but I'm like trying to take it slow and really get the basics down. But anyway, but from some of the chords I've learned, the beginning of "Strip My Mind" by Red Hot Chili Peppers is one that I've picked up, and I love that song. Like, so anyway, that I would love to be able to play the whole song, but it's just not yet. 3 doors down. Anyway, I will get better, and I will play songs. It will happen.
Facebook story.
So, kind of wrapping up that day. I didn't really get to show you that much, but yeah, I mean, in the afternoon I had class. We had a prayer class. It's like super deep all the time. Um, yeah, kind of like blows your mind, and I don't know, you get like in pretzels in your mind. But anyway, it's good stuff always. And then yeah, I had spiritual direction, which I told you about. Spiritual direction is like so good. If you have any like you know issues in prayer, or like any spiritual predicaments or just really anything mainly in life that involves spirituality or um, or if you're, Christian or Catholic and you have any life, you know, big questions or anything, like spiritual direction is always good because it can help you really figure out like what is going on in your heart and your soul, and you can help just to try and figure that stuff out. But anyway, um, yeah. So after that, we were supposed to go to this like poverty kind of seminar at this church about like you know like actual solutions for poverty, but it got canceled. We didn't realize it, so we ended up going to this brewery, got some beer, played trivia. Pretty good. And then me and my boy Mark just kind of slammed some Latin food late because we were starving. But um, anyway, yeah. So um, there's some definitely some stuff going on the next few weeks. So I'll be making some more videos about that. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for all the comments. I love all the comments from everyone. But anyway, peace. See you guys.